I changed myself and my life completely with the law of attraction. I look different, I am different, and I'm living a completely different life than before. And this everything because of the law of attraction. I have learned that you are what you tell yourself and what you tell others about yourself. Today I will tell you my secrets about how to change yourself completely with the law of attraction. If you do all the things that I'm telling you today, you are able to change yourself and your life completely, to be the person that you want to be. In the end, it's not about appearance or what you do in life or how you look like, or I don't know. It's all about what story are you telling yourself about yourself. It's how you've been programmed and how you're used to talk and think about yourself. So let's begin. We will talk today about two things. The one is to mind your words, and the second one is to mind your thoughts. And let's begin with minding your words. What do I mean by that? If you think about how you're talking about yourself, to yourself and to others. Important here now that you are honest with yourself and that you get used to listen to what you're saying and listen how you express yourself when you're talking about yourself. So how do you talk in front of others about yourself? Are you someone that says, "Oh my God, that's typically me. Yeah, you know, I'm like that. I know, I'm stupid. Oh, I did it again. Oh, it was really wrong. Yeah, you know, I'm not that clever. I'm not that pretty. You know that I'm not good enough." In the end, it's all about that. Because it doesn't matter what you're saying, which words you're using. If you are talking bad about yourself in front of others, you are basically saying that you are not enough. In the end, this means that you're making yourself small in front of others. Then it's not only about how you talk in front of others about yourself, but also how you talk to yourself about yourself. Think about, are there maybe situations in your life where something happens that you don't like, and then you react in a certain way, and then you're angry at yourself, or you're disappointed, and then you say, "Oh, that's typically me. Why am I like this? Why do I do that? Like, why am I not like the others? Why am I not enough?" So it can be that you talk in front of others the same as you talk in front of yourself, but it also can be that these are different words that you use or different things. Usually, talking to yourself, or when you talk to yourself, you talk with harder words. Like it's even worse than how you talk in front of others about yourself. I remember my grandmother. She was someone that every time something happened, she was saying, "Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid." And I remember that it felt so strange to hear her words like this, that she talked about herself in such a bad way. I felt sorry for her. And to be honest, I think after a while I even thought myself that she is not the most intelligent person. When something happened, she reacted in a certain way. I thought, yeah, that's because she's not that intelligent, or maybe she's not that clever. So I began to see her in the way that she saw herself. Before, I was just like loving her. She was my grandmother. Like, I did not think about how, if she's intelligent, if she's stupid, or what is her character. It was just her. It was just the person that I love. But hearing these things again and again and again, it was I started to shape an image of her that she gave me. It was not an image that I had of her, but that she was making. She was making this sculpture of herself, this image of herself in front of me or of other persons. And so I began to think, yeah, my grandmother is maybe a bit stupid. It sounds really hard, but this was the image that she gave me. And it's not because of how she acted, but because of what she said about her own actions. Now we were talking about how you talk in front of others and how you talk in front of yourself. And there is also another way. I think that it's really important with minding your words is how you talk about other people. Also in front of others and also to yourself. Like, let's say when I get the train to go somewhere, and I of course see a lot of people, and I'm an empath, I'm really sensitive, and so I see everything and I feel everything around me. So what do I do with these thoughts, with these feelings? If I see a person and this person is like maybe an alcoholic, looks unhealthy, and makes me feel maybe uncomfortable because I can feel these feelings and everything, his energy. So what do I think then? Do I think, oh my God, like why does he live like this? Couldn't he do something else? Like this is really ugly. Or do I think maybe, oh, this must be a sensitive person. If not, he would not get in this situation. Or I don't think at all about this person. But I mean, it's important that you mind your words about others? Do you see the good in others, or do you see the bad things in others? In mainstream society, you see a lot of people who talk bad about other people, usually in corporate jobs and where people are not that happy, and so they use this energy they have to talking bad about other people, for example. And so think about, how do you do that? Of course, it can happen that you don't like a person, then maybe you talk kind of bad about this person. Okay, I understand that completely. It happens to all of us. But what is your main focus usually? If you go, as I said, you get the train or bus and you see a lot of people. So how do you think? How do you talk about these people that you see? What is usually that you see, the first thing that you see in another person? Is it something good or something bad? And then when you're with someone else, like a friend, are you talking about other people in a bad way or in a good way? Are you also saying, oh, I met this person, such an amazing person, beautiful from the inside and out? Or are you usually saying, oh, I met this girl, oh, I really don't like her, I don't like the way she talks, I don't like the things that she says. So what are you telling usually? Your words are your wants. So in the law of attraction, it's not only what we think that we manifest, but also what we say, of course. It's even stronger. There are words coming out of your mouth, energy that you pick up from your thoughts, and then they come out, you express them. So this is a really, really powerful tool that you can use in a good and in a bad way for yourself and for what you want to get in your life, how you want to be, but also against yourself. And we do that all the time. We are not even conscious about it. So a really important thing that I did to change myself completely with the law of attraction is to mind my words. I mind my words, I would say 99%. I try to always talk good about myself in front of others. I try always to talk good about myself in front of myself. And I also try to see the good in others and talk good about other people. This is a huge shift. If you were not conscious about this and you begin now to use this knowledge, you will see a difference in no time. This changed a lot. Like, your words are magic. And if you know about this, and if you know how much power is behind your words, I'm sure that you also start to mind your words automatically. Another second point is mind your thoughts. Of course, we know the law of attraction is all about thoughts create things. And now we are talking about how you can change yourself and your life with minding your thoughts. And as I said in the beginning, it's all about how you see yourself. So now we are talking about the thoughts related to how you see yourself, how you think about yourself. There are three really, really important ways to look at that. First of all, see yourself as a work in progress. Whatever you are on, whatever your goal is, however you want to be, see yourself as in progress. Because that's what it really is. You are in progress. You are work in progress, always. If you expect yourself to be perfect or have your life together, you put pressure on yourself. And you may never reach your idea of perfect. So you would never see yourself as perfect. And this means you see yourself as not good enough, as not perfect enough. If perfect means for you to have arrived, to finish, then believe me, you will never get there, because you're never finished. You're a work in progress. You're here to learn something. You're here to always grow. If you think that only in the moment when you are perfect, when you have arrived, you are good enough, then you will never be good enough, because you're here to never arrive. I wanted to say to never be perfect, but it's the contrary. You are perfect already. So maybe even start there to change your definition of perfect. Nature is perfect. We are perfect. Everything is perfect. But if you see perfect as being finished, then no, you will never be perfect. Because it would be also really boring. Like, you arrived and then what do? You just be, and you don't have other goals. You don't want to do more in life. No, that's not how the universe works. We are here to expand like the universe itself. So seeing yourself as a work in progress is really important if you want to change yourself completely. The second point is also to focus on the future that you wish. Ask yourself where you want to go and who you want to be. And now it's all up to your imagination. I want you to visualize yourself the way you want to be. Take yourself the time every day to imagine your future self. So coming back to my story, I wanted to be different. I wanted to be more pretty, live an abundant life, having love in my life, just living really a fulfilled life. So one of the most important practices for me was to visualize. I imagined myself how I want to be, like my future self. So I took some time every day and I just closed my eyes and thought about how I want to be. I had these images in my mind of how I want to be. And I did not stop with just having images in my mind and visualize them. I also felt the emotion. Like, how will I feel when I reach this goal? How will I feel when I love myself? How will I feel when I have an abundant life and when I have love in my life? What will the feelings be? It's all up to your fantasy. So make visualizing a practice that you use every day. And third is to love yourself. I know loving yourself may not be the easiest thing to do for you. For me, it was not easy at all. But I started, instead of starting with I love myself, I started with accept myself. I am okay the way I am. It's okay how I am. So with slowly incorporating acceptance and love for myself, I really boosted that changes. I began to see the worth. I knew that I am worthy of good things in my life and I'm worthy to be the person I want to be. Because I'm sure if you want to change yourself with the law of attraction, I'm sure that your goal is to be a person that you can love. But more important is that you can love yourself already, even if you're not there where you want to be. But if you start to see yourself as a work in progress, you start to talk good about yourself, then you begin to understand that you are already lovable, that you are already worth it. Because if you think that you're not good enough, that you're not worth it, then you will not reach your goal. So begin now to feel worth it. Begin now to know that you are worthy of all the good things in your life, so they can reach you much easier. You are what you tell yourself. You are what you think about yourself. This has been the most important part for myself to change everything in my life and everything about my appearance and everything that I have around me. When you begin to mind your words and your thought, you have a powerful tool and you have the power to change yourself completely thanks to the law of attraction. For me, the hardest part in law of attraction has always been to receive, to allow good things coming to me and not chase my manifestations. If you have the same issue, watch this video next where I explain how you can tap into the feminine energy of receiving, allowing, letting go and expecting your wishes to come true. So see you in the next one. Bye.